We taking shots like, what you want? A shot of Patron, shot of tequila? Nah, I'm not talking about the type of shots. Maybe I shouldn't say that on camera.
Oh my, I knew it. Oh my God. Yes. That's so delightful. Yes, 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 and yes.
That's a Georgia peach for a Georgia peach.
It took me hours and hours and hours and hours.
That's how much I'm currently taking, so we're gonna flip that back over.
I think the show gonna be ass. That just, I have a strong feeling.
What is up, beautiful people? It's your girl Lex. Welcome back to my channel. And if you're new, it's good to see you. Okay, it's another weekend vlog. We have some cute stuff planned. It's Thursday though. I kind of decided I was going to start my vlogs on Thursdays because not only is it Friday Eve, but it's also shot day. And you're probably like, girl, what shot day? We taking shots like, what you want? A shot of Patron, shot of tequila? Nah, I'm not talking about the type of shots. I'm talking about my GLP-1 shot. Yeah, I did not tell y'all about that in my last vlog, but we will chat about that more in this one. And I'm just gonna let y'all know now, this is probably going to be another yapping vlog. So what? If you don't want to hear me talk, I have been taking a GLP-1 since mid to late January of this year. So I'm coming up on my 6 months of being on a GLP. Remember what I told y'all in my last vlog? By the way, if you haven't watched that vlog, go watch the vlog. I told y'all if it's something that you don't like, do something about it. Yeah, this year I was not playing about my weight. I was not playing about feeling like my best self, looking like my best self, and going into my 30s being forever that girl. So I have been taking a GLP-1 since January. I did go the compounded route. I did not go through insurance, and I've been taking tirzepatide. Yeah, tirzepatide. I'm currently taking about a little over 5 milligrams, which is about 30 units on the needle. Obviously, that would be different per person because the concentration for the medicine for everybody is different. But yeah, so I've been titrating up pretty slowly because I'm not gonna lie, all of 2025, I really wanted to take a GLP-1, but I just could not get over the thought of all of the side effects. I'm not gonna lie, all of the side effects scared the hell out of me. But so far so good. It's been a really good journey. This is probably going to sound cliche, but like a lot of the girls say, the only thing I regret is not starting sooner. So as you can see, I did hop on the scale this morning. That's typically what I do every Thursday, shot day. I hop on the scale, see where I'm sitting. So as you all can see, I'm sitting at about 208.6. And it's funny because before I picked up the camera, I got on there, just a little test run. I got on there and it said 208.2. So quite literally, the camera added weight. Ain't that crazy? Not that much though. So yeah, I got on the scale and I was 208. I am 2 pounds away from being 40 pounds down, y'all. 40 pounds, which is insane. Remember that I told y'all I got up to 245. So when I saw that number on the scale, I was like, oh, hell no. Let's go do something about that. So quickly, I started doing my research. Of course, y'all know there are a million providers out there. But because I know that this is something serious, I'm injecting something into my body, I knew I needed to do my research about who I wanted to go with, what the reviews are looking like, are there membership fees, do the costs increase? I need to know all of that. And so I've been pretty happy with my provider. I've been with LifeRx MD since I started, and I forgot how I found out about them. It might have been through somebody on YouTube, but what I like about them is that it's not like you can go on their website, click buy, and now it's at your house 2 weeks later. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't feel like we should be treating GLP-1s like this is something that we could just buy off of a retail site. Like, this is not Shein. This is not Fashion Nova. This is quite literally my health. And what I liked about them off rip was that it wasn't an easy access thing. Like, once you put in your inquiry information, you have to actually speak with the provider. They actually suggest you to go ahead and get lab work done, get blood drawn, test out different things in your body, see if your body is even in a good place to take a GLP-1. So I appreciate that because I'm not going in blind and just trying it, just seeing if it works. So I've really been enjoying them. They don't have any membership fees. And hold on, y'all. Hold on. I have to say this. I feel like I don't have to say this, but I'm going to say this anyway. I'm not sponsored by them. This is literally firsthand experience from somebody who has no collaborations with them, no partnerships with them at all. This is just me telling y'all how I've been enjoying LifeRx MD. So yeah, we'll probably talk a little bit later about why I chose to do like tirzepatide versus semaglutide, because they are two different things. They target two different things. So it really just depends on like what you feel like you need to work on. But I like that they gave me the education around that. I like that they gave me the option to choose which one that I felt like would be best for me. And I really like that there was no membership fees. Like, there's this one set price and you get a 5-week supply. And I will say this, if you're somebody like me who is titrating up slowly because they don't want to hit a ceiling so quickly before they can get to their goal weight, and they want to give their body time to adjust without having any crazy side effects, which I suggest you do, titrating up slowly has literally been the key. Like, I have not had any crazy side effects. And I'm taking 5 milligrams. One vial can last you for so long. Like, y'all, I kid y'all not. My first vial lasted me maybe 8 to 9 weeks before I needed a new bottle. And when I did put in my refill request, it was quick. So I really like that about them. And what else? They pretty much give you everything you need. You get your needles, you get your medication, and you get your alcohol wipes. They give you a video instruction on how to actually fill up the needle and how to inject it, where you can inject it, how to prep, all the things, okay? And y'all, There are so many places out there that the higher you titrate up, the more it costs. LifeRx MD don't do that. They don't do that. What you choose to buy, what you pay is based on your medication, and the shipping cost is included in it every time. So for example, I paid $305 for my tirzepatide, which lasts me more than 5 weeks because I'm titrating up slowly. And like I said, that includes shipping. So really the medication is less than $300. Now, I know there are more affordable options out there. I think if you're interested in it, you should do your research. But they checked every box for me. So, I'm happy about that. But yeah, y'all, quick little rant about my GLP. Normally, I take my shot around 6:45, 7-ish. So, I'll probably do that with you guys later on this evening. We'll take our shot together. And then we randomly have a concert to go to. So babe came up on some tickets for Khalid. We are going to go see him. I'm not going to sit up here and say I'm a huge fan. I mean, you know, he got a few bops or whatever. But it's something to do, y'all. It's something to do. It'll get me out the house. I'm okay with that. So yeah, we are going to get ready for the day. I still have another half of my day to work. And then when I come back, we will take our shot together. We'll get ready for the concert and we'll have a good time. Nothing too crazy planned this weekend. We are going to Revival with Change Church. They're having their Truth and Fire Revival Friday and Saturday this weekend. I know we're going Friday, possibly going Saturday. Y'all will see if we go to both or if we just rock it out at one. But we have that this weekend. I have a lot of packages coming for New Orleans pies. Y'all, listen, one thing I'm going to do is swipe that card. And another thing I'm going to do is hit that Apple Pay. No, like seriously, y'all, I have been loving buying stuff for my business. I know people tell you not to do this, but at the end of the day, even if I wasn't going in business, it's still gonna be a craft for me. So whatever tools I get, whatever jars I get, like it's all fun, right? It's all fun. That's how you keep it fun. It doesn't have to be so serious. So we got a lot of fragrance oils coming in that I want to test out with y'all. I told y'all, your girl like to buy fragrance oils, okay? I stack up on fragrance oils because I'm always looking for my next best blend that I can do. So we have fragrance oils coming. I have some more vessels coming in. What else? Yeah, I have quite a few things coming in. I have some new wax that I want to test out with y'all. So we'll talk about that when we get the packages. I'm gonna freshen up because I kind of got up and immediately was like, I gotta clock in. I got work to do. So I'm gonna freshen up and yeah, I'll call y'all back.
a shame. We spent all this doggone time at work just to be able to live a few hours for ourselves. And not really even for ourselves, because as adults, we still have other things to do. I still gotta be a dog mom. I still gotta be a girlfriend. I still have to be a student. I still have to be a friend. Like, I still gotta do so many things. Can I complain real quick? Y'all. So my last vlog, y'all know, that was my first vlog that I've done in a minute. Hey! I'm trying to talk to the camera. I'm trying to talk to the camera. Before I was rudely interrupted. So y'all know my last vlog was my first vlog that I've recorded in a while. And y'all, when I sat down to look back at the footage, do y'all not know that I recorded 5+ hours of content? And like suddenly I started to like think, are you sure you want to do this? Like, no, but like obviously I want to do this. But it's just, you get so caught up in the recording of it all, especially like when y'all really chatting it up and you really getting your good content. You get so caught up in it all that you're just like, ooh, I just want to get the content. Well, girl, who editing it? Me? Me? I'm editing it. I was so freaking frustrated because, so back when I was originally on YouTube, or back when I was frequently on YouTube, I mostly would do my editing in iMovie. I know, old school, but it's so freaking easy. There is no learning curve. So in my mind, I was like, all right, I'm probably just gonna do that. But this time I decided to do something different, step up my game, because I really want to elevate my content. Why I sat down to try and edit all of that footage, and I just got so freaking frustrated with trying to learn how to do the desktop version of Capcut. Y'all, I got so upset. I had a little crash out moment. I was sitting there literally about to lose my mind. Like, to the point, have y'all ever been like so freaking just frustrated and like aggravated and overstimulated that like you want to cry but you gotta laugh to keep from crying, but the laugh don't really stop you from crying, so you crying and you laughing? Yeah, that was me. I thought I was losing my mind. It took me hours and hours and hours and hours to get nothing done. I got nothing done. Matter of fact, I was like, you know what? I'll start over tomorrow. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Start fresh tomorrow. Because ain't no way I'm about to sit up here and stress myself out about editing. I'm sure I'm not the only one. But as I was sitting there trying to edit, I was like, I suddenly understand why people pay editors. And to think that at one point I was thinking maybe I should get into editing and do that as a side hustle. Girl, no. I don't even want to edit my own videos. All right. We're about to prepare our shot. Always make sure you wash your hands first. You can't be getting yourself a shot with dirty hands. Typically what I'll do is, before I even make my shot, I'll put some water in the kettle and I'll prepare my tea. So after I actually take the shot, I immediately drink peppermint tea, just in case my stomach want to start acting a little funny, or just in case I start feeling like I want to be a little nauseous. I always pour me up some tea. Peppermint tea or ginger tea, you'll be straight. We're going to let this sit and cool down, and then we'll go ahead and start preparing our shot. So I bought this cute little insulin container for the refrigerator that you could keep your vials in. So I keep my vials in here. And y'all, remember I told y'all that I've only been doing it since January of 2026? I've only needed 3 vials. And as you can see, this is a brand new vial. I haven't used it at all. I've only used all of this one. And now I'm currently using this one. So I might change this so you guys can see. So what I do is I fill up my needle and then I let it sit for about 30 minutes so it can come to room temperature before I take it. Because apparently, if you use it straight out of the vial and insert it immediately, there can be some stinging. And yeah, I don't want no stinging. I don't want to feel it at all. So I just realized that the vial I was using is now empty. It's empty. So I have to use a new vial. So I'm going to take this off. And then we're going to take an alcohol wipe. And we're going to use it to clean the top of the vial. Clean that real good. Real good. Okay. So we cleaned off the top of our vial. And we're going to fill our needle with air. Place the needle into the vial. Push the air into the vial. And disregard the dogs in the background. We're going to flip the vial over. And you want to insert the medication slowly so that you don't create any air bubbles inside of the needle. Right, that's how much I'm currently taking. So you're going to flip that back over. I always recap it. And then I set a 30-minute timer and wait for it to get to room temperature. Alexa, set a 30-minute timer.
30-minute timer started.
What's going on?
I had to get used to like not feeling awkward vlogging in front of people. Like, yes, I'm outside talking to my camera. Type shit.
And doing it well.
Well, thank you, babe.
Unapologetic about it.
Thank you. You posted something today and I was like,
Oh,
like what we look like sitting around watching other people live our life. What? We might as well live our life.
remember when we first met? What was like the main thing I was telling you?
Be present.
Sometimes, like Inside Out 2, we let anxiety take over instead of joy.
Oh, Lord. Don't get the preaching now.
Get in our heads and shit, and we lose track of the joy. There's essential joy of being yourself, being who you are freely. There's a joy in that. And everybody got a different joy.
Facts.
But it's what you got to do. We're here watching Khalid. If you don't know who Khalid is, can we just talk? Can we just talk? It's that serious. You got to have the hand with it. Can we just talk? I think the show gonna be ass. That just I have a strong feeling. I hope it's a good show.
We'll see. Happy Friday. So the last time y'all saw me, I was at the Khalid Concert yesterday. Remember when I said it was just something to do? Yeah. It was given just something to do. I got there and I realized I probably only know like maybe 2 or 3 songs by him. And when I tell you the concert wasn't boring, but it also made me realize that I'm not his demographic. Meaning, I think Khalid is for the kiddos. Yeah, I think he's for the kiddos. I ain't a kid. It seems like a lot has changed. I don't know. But the 2 or 3 songs that we did know, we didn't even get to see him perform because I'm pretty sure that he closed out on those songs. And by like 9 o'clock, I was ready to eat. I was ready to go. And so we went and got Genya. Child, we walked in that Genya around like 9:45. I think they closed at 10. The way we scuffled that food down, we ordered that food, ate it, and was out of there by like 10:05. But also, like, I was ready to get back home, child. Because, you know, on a weekday, your girl got to get ready to go to work the next day. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad I went. It gave me something to do. I will tell y'all this, though. If you are a grad student, waiting to do a paper 2 days before it's due, 10 out of 10 do not recommend. That's what I did, though. When I tell y'all, I feel like I completely mismanaged my time this week. Like tonight, I was actually supposed to be at the Truth and Fire Revival at Change Church. But I had to tell Babe, I was like, I'm not even going to hold you. I got homework to do. So I stayed home. I got off work around like 4. And came home, chilled out for like 2 seconds or whatever. And then immediately I was like, let me go ahead and start on this paper because I already know if I get too comfortable, if I let my mind just wander off, your girl will be somewhere over here working on candles or trying to edit a video or doing everything but my homework. Doesn't this look just, delightful? Yeah, truly in my heart, I'm a big bag. And I'm okay with that. Do y'all see Papa over there just looking at me? Hold on. He looking like, girl, what you doing? You need to be paying me some attention. Ain't that right? I'm gonna leave him alone because once I get him activated, I can't get him to relax. So I'm gonna let him chill while he's chilling. Y'all, it's 11 o'clock at night. I probably started on my paper around 6:30. And I'm just now eating dinner. I've really been enjoying this vlogging stuff. But now that I'm like incorporating that into my schedule, it's another thing I have to consider. The way I was struggling to edit this week and just coming home and vlogging and like doing business stuff for Nora and Paz. Child, I wasn't thinking about no damn school. But I did tell Babe if I got enough work done that I would physically go to the revival tomorrow, which is the last day for it. And I actually really did want to go. So I did complete that paper. It was, what, a 6-7 page paper? I completed it and I submitted it. No excuses. Work hard, play hard, baby. Work hard, play hard. You done procrastinated on this paper doing your blogging stuff this week, so I better not see you in that lab. Not touching a candle, not touching a room spray, not touching a fragrance oil. Like, when I tell y'all, let me tell you something about me. One thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna order something. Majority of the time it's either Amazon or something for my brand. I have so many packages over there that I have not touched, and that's just so unlike me. It's just something about getting a package and opening it the minute you get it. Ugh, I don't know. I be treating it like a little kid at Christmas. I love opening boxes and packages and stuff. So I was thinking that since I got my homework done, we can go through some fragrance oils that I bought that I just wanted to sniff and see if I like any of them, see if they give me any inspiration at all. And I figured I'd do that with y'all on camera. I was thinking about making some tester candles because I bought 2 8-ounce jars, vessels. I was going to say vessels, but I know everybody don't know a vessel is a jar. Vessel is a jar, y'all. A vessel is a jar. I bought 2 8-ounce jars just because I wanted to just see if adding an 8-ounce to my brand would be something that I want to do, because I know a lot of people don't necessarily want to go ahead and spend however much money on a large candle because they don't know if they like it yet. So it doesn't feel as big of an investment as like a larger candle. So I'm considering adding an 8-ounce just so people can have options. You know, if you're not ready to get the full candle, you can get a room spray. You can get an 8-ounce candle. I don't want to overcommit, but I know how I get when I shop. And I like options, especially when it comes to things I haven't smelled. But for now, I'm going to finish eating this ramen, and I will catch up with y'all in the lab. We got an assortment of oils here, and I bought them just because I'm always looking for some new inspiration. I love smelling new things. So we're going to start with Vanilla Eternal from Dulceria Candle Supply. I really love their oils. Love their customer service. Love everything about them. I've even used some of them in my custom blends. So we're gonna see if this vanilla is giving what I want it to give. Is it giving the sophisticated vanilla? Is it giving the vanilla you can wear, grown woman? We gonna see. If the oil works out, I'm probably gonna make 2 small testers tomorrow. Matter of fact, that's what we'll do with the 8 ounces. We will use the same wick, same wax, same fragrance oil percentage, but 2 different blends. Typically when you're making candles, you don't want to change too many things at once because you truly want to test one certain thing at a time. So what I'm interested in with the vanilla is, do I like the blend? Pretty much. So for the most part, in my signature collection, all of my candles are blends that I've created. When you say signature, it has to be signature to Noir and Pause. It has to be our formula. It can't be something that somebody else can just go buy from somewhere else. You feel me? So the fragrance notes in this vanilla is vanilla, almond, orris, sandalwood, tonka, and amber. Oh my goodness. Yes, I definitely get that sandalwood. That base, the base layering, something about this is just like so like soft and delicate and warm. Ooh, I get the almond, but like not in a bad way. Oh, this smells so good. I mean, this is layered really nicely. Oh, yeah. We definitely got to put this on wax tomorrow. One thing you don't want to do is make your decision about whether you like the fragrance oil or not by just smelling it out of the bottle, because it's layered. So when it dries down, it's literally just like a perfume. You're gonna smell all of those different things. So out of the bottle, I may really smell the sandalwood, but then when it dries down, I may really smell the almond more. So definitely want to make sure you test everything with the tester strips as well. Next, we have Mojave. We are switching over to Hive and Honey. I love Hive and Honey Candle Co. These are just some random scents that I bought that I just wanted to test out and see if could I incorporate them in anything. So yeah, the scent notes in this one are geranium, pomelo, pink pepper, and palo santo. Okay. I definitely get that pink pepper. I like pink pepper. I don't really smell the palo santo a lot. But the geranium and pomelo, it almost smells like a spicy, citrusy, fruity. Yeah, this one, I feel like out of the bottle, I smell a lot of the pink pepper and the geranium and the palmetto. I feel like I smell a lot of the top notes. I don't really smell any Palo Santo. I will say though, this one makes me think of like a cocktail. Like, I don't know, like a spicy cocktail. Maybe like a margarita, like maybe like a grapefruit margarita. I don't know if I necessarily want to put this in wax though. We'll see. That was kind of good. Okay. And next oil is Kathmandu. Girl. I'm sure I'm saying this wrong. I don't know, but so let me tell you what's in this one. Malabar pepper and cedar, sandalwood, and Baltic amber. So this one's definitely going to be a spicy woody, just going off of the fragrance notes. Definitely spicy woody. I don't really know what Malabar pepper is, but I like it. It actually kind of gives me a masculine cologne. It gives cologne vibes. I like that. I could definitely see putting that into wax. I don't think I mentioned it, but both of these are from Hive and Honey. Matter of fact, the rest of them are from Hive and Honey. So our next oil is, our assistant is here. Papa, you're intrigued by the fragrance oils? You want to smell them too? Doggies can't smell fragrance oils. Not directly out of the bottle, anyway. You gonna let us get back to testing our fragrance oils? Lay down. Good boy, Papa Bear. So our next oil is cedarwood and amber. This one has vanilla, sandalwood, patchouli, cedarwood, and amber. So another woody amber. It's not spicy. It actually has vanilla in it. So we'll see if we can actually get some of that vanilla out of this bottle. And yeah, I know a lot of people don't necessarily like patchouli, but hear me out. There are so many vanillas, right? So there are so many patchoulis. So you just got to keep an open mind when you smell some of these. When you're buying candles, keep an open mind because you just never know how these fragrances are going to open up when they're burning. Ooh, I like that. Oh my God. This smells very powdery and soft. Maybe almost a little incensey. Yeah, that smells, it almost smells like a frankincense and myrrh. I know a lot of people might not necessarily know what that smells like, but frankincense has a really powdery tone to it. And to me, this kind of smells just like that. It smells like frankincense and myrrh. I feel like I can subtly smell the vanilla, but it's not just popping out at me. If you added something else to this to bring out that vanilla, this would probably really pop. I would possibly use this as a blender, maybe not necessarily on its own because it is a lighter scent out of the bottle. So I don't think that this by itself would throw as well as something as just a straight vanilla or a straight sandalwood, but I like it. To be honest, I don't really smell patchouli in this at all. And that's why I said if you see a fragrance note, don't automatically rule it out. You really have to put it in wax because a lot of things translate differently when they're in wax. I'm excited about this one. So this is another Hot and Honey oil, and this one is Warm Egyptian Amber. And the fragrance notes, y'all. Oh, this type of scent pyramid, it is my gist. Okay. This is what I like to see in a scent pyramid. So in this fragrance oil, you have jasmine, tonka, powder, patchouli again, leather, musk, amber, and wood. I could even see mixing some vanilla with this and it just be the most beautiful thing. But we're gonna see what it smells like. I'm a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Oh my, I knew it. Oh my God. Yes. You get the jasmine, you get the tonka, you get the musk. I'll tell you again, I do not smell patchouli in this. I want to put this alone in wax and just see what it does. Warm Egyptian amber, y'all. That's so delightful. Yes, 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 and yes. And I'm going to tell you, I really don't smell that leather either. But again, I may smell it on the fragrance strip. I don't know. But out of the bottle, I don't really smell leather. Before we move on to smelling any other oils, I'm actually going to go back and smell some of the fragrance strips that have already dried down and see if I still kind of pick up on all the same notes as out of the bottle. So we'll see. Let's do a reset. Okay. We're going to go back to smelling Vanilla Eternal. And let's see if I still feel the same way about it and if I still pick up on everything. Oh my goodness. You know, after resetting my nose, I'm picking up on more of that orris. But if you were to mix this with something, you would probably pull back on that floral note. I still really like this and I still want to put this in wax. All right, we're gonna smell Mojave again. It almost smells like a luxury cleaning product. Yeah. To me, I almost feel like if given grapefruit, but a cleaning product. Like, I don't know, y'all. You can really spend these oils any way that you want to if you bought them. Like, you really could. It's all in the marketing. So, we're going to smell Cathamunda or Cathamando again. I don't know how to say that. Oh, wow. This is a really masculine scent. I like masculine scents. That smells good. This could be a good body spray or a cologne. Very almost fresh, and it might be that Baltic amber that makes it smell fresh. All right, so we're gonna move on to another fragrance oil. We're gonna let the other ones sit for a little bit before we smell them. The next fragrance oil is Allexxia. It has cypress, vetiver, tobacco leaf, sandalwood, and ambergris. All right. Oh, y'all, it smells like a clean man. Oh my God. Oh, that smells so good. And I already know I'm picking up on the cypress and that vetiver. I'm not really getting a lot of the tobacco or the sandalwood. The top notes smell really good, but they're kind of the only thing that's popping out to me out of the bottle, which makes sense. This, you would probably actually have to put this in wax to get all of those layers. But it smells so good. And dare I say, it almost smells like, okay, so I said like it smells like a clean man. It almost kind of gives me like bar of soap, just a little bit. It's a little bit soapy, but like in the best way. In the best way. This is what I call a good green scent. I know a lot of people may not understand what you mean when you say a green scent, but with that cypress and vetiver, and not just tobacco, but tobacco leaf, ugh, phenomenal. I would love to put this in wax. All right, I'm gonna try to get through these as fast as I possibly can. I just literally have so many that I wanted to try. So next we have salt blacks. This one has cardamom, orange peel, sea salt, palm, amber, light musk. Let's see. It smells good, but it's giving me spring, summer. Oh, that does smell really good. Another fresh scent. Definitely smell that cardamom. Cardamom is a slightly almost peppery, spicy scent. And I can smell that orange peel. Oh my goodness. I can smell the saltiness of it. Definitely got that amber and musk in there. This is a well blended oil. It smells good. I just don't know if I have a place for it right now. I'm very excited about this next one. This one is called Cognac and Spiced Tonka. I love Tonka. Tonka can literally go in anything, like quite literally in anything. So in this one, we have cognac, cinnamon, tonka bean, oak, praline, vanilla, and sandalwood. Oh, y'all, that just sounds so freaking good. Oh, oh, it smells so good. I will say this though, now that I have the oil in front of me, it's reminding me of something with Bath and Body Works. Not in a bad way, but it's definitely giving something Bath and Body Works, but it smells good. I definitely get the cinnamon. Smell the cognac for real. Like for real. And I definitely feel like I get that oak and praline. I don't really smell vanilla and sandalwood. And I kind of don't really smell the tonka bean either. But when you have notes like cognac, cinnamon, praline, like those are kind of hard to overshadow out of the bottle. Out of the bottle, you're probably not gonna smell everything again, which is why you gotta put it in wax. But for now, we're gonna put it on a fragrance strip. So we have Grand Dame, that's lavender, bergamot, Cape tobacco, balsam fir, and teak wood. I could see this being a cologne or something, but I'm so iffy when it comes to like lavender because when you say lavender, I'm automatically thinking like aromatherapy. This is not really one of my faves. It's leaning very aromatherapy to me. I definitely smell the lavender. I feel like for this one, all I really get is I get the lavender, I get the bergamot, I get the balsam fir, and I get teak wood. I'm not really sure what Catarini is, and I don't smell tobacco in this at all. I don't really like this one, but we'll still put it on a fragrance strip just to see. We have to be fair. All right. Very excited about this one too. This one is called Bibliotech, and it has peach, plum, peony, violet leather, patchouli again, vanilla, and musk. So this one is a fruity floral. And if you don't know, this is inspired by Bibliotech from Byredo. So we're going to see if it's really giving Byredo energy. Y'all, I know people do not like florals, but if you pair a good fruit with that floral, I feel like it really changes the game. Oh my goodness. I actually have a blend that's similar to this. I use something that's bibliotech inspired mixed with another fragrance oil. And they did really good with this. I smell everything. I smell the peach, I smell the plum, I smell the peony and the violet. Now, I will say in this one, I actually do smell the patchouli, but it smells so wonderful with all of those fruits and florals. I smell the musk. I don't really smell vanilla in this, but this is really good. Okay. Plum Poetry. This one has mandarin, plum, muguet. I'm probably butchering that too. Jasmine Noir, Cassis, Rosehip, Sugar Tonka, Oud Wood, Whipped Musk, and Santal. I'm very interested in this one. This has so much dynamic to this has so many different things in it. Let's see what it smells like. Again, another fruity floral, but I almost kind of feel like all I smell is the fruit and the floral. I don't really feel like I get those true base notes in this. Like, I don't really think I'm smelling the oud, the whipped musk, or the santal, but it does smell so good. Oh my goodness. Like, I think I would want to put this in wax too. It almost feels very similar to Bibliothèque, but a little bit brighter. I'm not really smelling any rose, which is good because a lot of people don't like rose, and I'm not really a big fan of rose either. But I'll tell you, this might have to go on wax. I need to see what that's giving. Okay. We have Cali 23, which has Eldorado Peach, Dark Patchouli, Black Rum. I'm excited about this one too. I love boozy type scents. I like the masculinity about it. For some reason, I just think it smells so good. But this has Eldorado Peach in it too. I'm not really sure what Eldorado Peach smells like. I know what peach smells like, but we'll see if you can actually pick up on that because with the patchouli and the rum, those are pretty heavy notes. So I don't really know if you'll really be able to pull that peach out of this. Y'all, I underestimated this one. That peach. Oh my God. The peach just smacks you in the face. Now this one, you can for sure smell the patchouli, but it complements the peach so well. This one might be one of my favorites, but also I love peach. And I will say too, with fruity scents, especially like peach and strawberry, those can easily smell fake, but I don't think this one gives off a fake peach smell. Oh my goodness. You smell it all. You smell the peach, you smell the patchouli, and you definitely smell the rum. It smells delicious. And again, I really want to put this in wax. This smells so good. I'm so interested to see what it smells like when it dries down. All right, we've come down to our last hive and honey oil, and it is called Fireside. Fireside is a true Bath and Body Works type of scent. Now, my line is not really on the Bath and Body Works wave, but considering I like to blend things, you never know what familiar scents you can take and elevate. So I'm never against the scent if I feel like it's truly something I can work with and I can blend. So in Fireside, this has cloves, pink pepper, orange blossom, chestnut, guaiac wood. I'm probably butchering that. Guaiac wood, juniper, Peru balsam, and cashmere. So we know that this was obviously going to be a little spicy with that pink pepper. Obviously, with the cloves, it's called fireside. So is it giving fireside? It does smell good, but it's relatively light, you guys. I feel like I'm not really getting orange. I can see the chestnut. I can see the wood. I'm not really smelling juniper. I can get cashmere for sure. So I would say the cloves, pink pepper, chestnut, and cashmere pop out in this. It's cute. Would I want to put it in wax though? I don't think so. Let's work through this quick because I know we've been here for a minute. So we last left off on Kathmandu. Kathmandu. Ciao. One thing I'm going to do is butcher a word, all right? So let's go ahead and reset. Okay. Let's smell cedarwood and amber on the scent strip. Yeah. It's still giving frankincense and myrrh to me. I feel like I mostly smell cedarwood and amber in this. It's literally called cedarwood and amber, and I feel like that's all I smell. Okay. We're going to smell the warm Egyptian amber. Let's see if it's still giving one of my favorites. Oh my God. Something about this one. Beautiful. I can smell the leather now. Oh, and the jasmine that's sitting on top is just chef's freaking kiss. Like, oh, yes, we're putting this in wax. We're definitely putting this in wax. That was going in wax. All right, let's smell the Allexxia. Let's smell that one again. So masculine and clean. I will say that cypress has calmed down a lot. So the fresh soap smell doesn't smack you in the face, but it's still giving clean like this. I could really see this in a masculine collection. Something for the guys, you know? That's beautiful. I love it. The cypress, the vetiver. I still feel like I'm not really smelling that tobacco leaf, but it smells really good. Okay, salt flats. This reminds me of a hair product. I don't think I like that. It might be the palm that's in it that I feel like I could have did without. The cardamom has calmed down a lot. I feel like I'm mostly getting the orange peel, the sea salt, and the palm. And some musk in there. So I feel like you can smell most of it, but yeah, this isn't what I was really going for. This is another one that I was excited about. It's cognac and spiced tonka. Is it still giving? I want to put it in wax. I like it. I feel like this could be a really good holiday scent. Not really what I'm going for in my signature collection, but I can definitely see this in maybe like a special edition line. Or like a holiday line. That smells good. I still smell that cognac. Still get the cinnamon. Praline is popping out at me. Yeah, I feel like it's really just a cognac, cinnamon, and praline for me. It smells so good though. Do I still want to put it in wax? Yeah, I do. All right, Grand Dame. Remember I said I wasn't really a fan of this because of the lavender? Let's see if the fragrance strip will change my mind. I think the fragrance strip changed my mind. This is why you have to put it on a fragrance strip. You have to let it dry down so you can really smell all the things. I could see that being a good unisex smell. And the lavender is not upsetting me. Do I want to put it in wax? At some point, yes. Right now, not at the moment. All right, we're going to do Bibliothèque. Still giving Bibliothèque. What I will say in this one, I feel like the violet and the leather is really strong. I feel like I'm pulling the violet and the leather more now that it's on a fragrance strip. I feel like I really smell plum, violet, and leather. Those are the prominent things I smell with that. Beautiful oil, beautiful oil. Plum Poetry. This almost kind of reminds me of another fragrance oil that is Cashmere Plum from Candle Science. It has a softness to it, but very fruity. I feel like now that it's dried down, I think I get more fruity than the floral. I felt like out of the bottle, I was really getting that jasmine, but it's jasmine noir, so it's a little bit of a deeper floral. This is beautiful. Oh my God. Oh, the whipped musk and the santal. Oh my God. Plum Poetry, the more I smell it, the more it just does something for me. I want to put this in wax immediately. Immediately, please. All right. The Cali 23. This is one that blew me out of the water. Okay, just took me away with the peach. I did not expect this one to smell how it smelled out of the bottle. So let's see if it's giving the same thing on the scent strip. It's like the perfect peach, but layered. Oh my goodness. Immediately put it in wax. And it's so simple. Peach, patchouli, and rum. Oh my God. Yes, put it in wax. I have to. I have to, y'all. All right, and the last scent that we smelled was Fireside, and I was not really impressed out of the bottle. But let's see if the fragrance strip will change on. Yeah, it's cute, but like that's it. Yeah, I'm not really pressed to put that in wax at all. So, out of the 13 fragrance oils that I bought, I genuinely want to put 5 of them into wax, like now. These smell so good. I could definitely see them used in my business, in my brand. I'm not sure if these will be in my signature collection, but I can definitely see them being used at some point, if not for special editions, then maybe other collections that I plan on dropping. I want to put these into wax immediately. We're going to have to play in these ASAP. So that's it, y'all. That's what I got in my packages. I literally was sitting on them for days because I wanted to open them and smell them with y'all. And I'm glad I did. But also, before I call it a night, I want to show y'all the jars that I got. So remember I was telling y'all that I got the 8-ounce jars because I wanted to potentially add them as another size variant for my candles. And aren't they just the cutest thing? So they're literally like the same thing as the 12-ounce that I showed y'all. I think I showed y'all that in the last vlog, that I made 2 different candles in 2 different jars. This is the smaller version of the jar that I actually think I'm going to go with. So I just think that's so nice. My only thing is, I know that they're like a transparent black, but I feel like they also kind of give off a little purplish vibes, just a little bit. What y'all think? It may be my eyes that's messing with me, but for some reason, I get purple at certain angles. But I think it goes very well with the room spray bottles. So that's the reason why I decided I was going to go with this jar. I want the collection to look like it just belongs together. Like it's just one. Like it's a collection. Everything don't have to be the same. But if you were to see it on the shelf, what it look like, they're part of the same brand. So that's what I'm going for. And I got these tops as well to go on them. But honestly, I would have to see it with the label. Right now, just looking at it, I'm not really a fan of this top with this jar. But it's always good to have a lid. It kind of keeps those scents stuck into the jar. So when you open it and you smell it, everything smells like it just hits you in the face. I love that. That's big for me. When I open it, I really want to be able to smell everything. So I am kind of big on lids. They're expensive. So I've been considering getting dust covers Maybe I can do a dust cover for the 8 ounce if I did that. Yeah, y'all, I just wanted to show y'all my stuff. Oh, one more thing. Yeah, I put my lights up. I think they're so cute. Remember, I was saying that I didn't know if I wanted to put lights up there. Well, I obviously went with lights because I work in this space. I want to be comfortable in this space. I want to be able to see in this space when I work if I don't want to have all of these overhead lights on. So I just thought that was super important to just go ahead and throw up some lights, y'all. I'm super duper excited about my space coming together. It's so crazy because I'm over here getting comfortable like I'm not trying to move. I'm still trying to move, but at least when I move, I already have the stuff for my space. That's how I think. I'm like, when I move, I'll already be comfortable in my actual lab. You know? All right, y'all. I think I'm about to call it a night. It is 1:30 in the morning. I'm ready to sit my behind down somewhere, rest, watch a little YouTube, and just get myself together for tomorrow. So for tomorrow, we're going to revival. Okay, we were supposed to go tonight. I had to be a student tonight. Okay, that was important. God said I need to pass this class. So I was obedient and I did what he told me to do. But tomorrow, though, I'm going to be at that revival. Last year at Truth and Fire was actually really nice. It was such a vibe. Anyway, y'all, I will call y'all back tomorrow.
Fire 2026. Come on, welcome to the platform. Apostle Brock Carpenter, everybody. So God created the heavens. Well, we're going somewhere. I'm just dropping shrimps in your mouth. We ain't even got to the filet mignon yet.
Come on, filet mignon. Come on, filet mignon.
Y'all making me move. I'm trying to lock in, but y'all distracting me every minute. So God created the heavens and then he created the earth. He created the heavens, the unseen realm, as a parent realm. And out of that, he created the earth, the seen, and the physical realm, which is the subject realm. The Bible says that we do not look at the things which are seen, we look at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporary, the things which are unseen are eternal. So in other words, there is a world that you cannot see that is more real than the chair that is sustaining your weight right now. If you can see it, it is subject to change. Don't let it freak you out. Don't let it put you in a depression. Don't let it give you insomnia. Don't pop a bunch of Xanax. If you can see it, it is subject to change. Seasons come and seasons go. And if you throw up your hands at midnight like Paul and Silas and praise God, you will see one day in and you will see another day go on your life. If you can see it, touch it, smell it, taste it, feel it, it is subject to change.
Yes.
Have you noticed that everything in life follows the sound it makes? Everything. This church will follow the sound it makes. He has to carefully sculpt the sound that's coming out of this house because this church will follow it. This city will follow the sound that it makes. My life will follow the sound that it makes. If you don't like the way your life's headed, change the sound.
Come on, sir.
All you got to do is change the sound. You make it a depressing sound, you go into a depressing place. You make a poverty sound, you go to a poverty place. You make a victim sound, you go to a victim place. If you make a victory sound, you go to a victory place. If you make a prosperous sound, you go to a prosperous place. I've never seen a jet go left and the sound go right. I've never seen a car go left and the sound go right. Everything follows the sound it makes. And let me tell you, manifestation never comes before the sound comes before the manifestation.
Are y'all here? He wasn't just saying something random. He wasn't saying go testify. He was saying Isaiah already told you. And because Isaiah prophesied it, prophecy is being fulfilled. You don't have to wonder, I'm not going to get you out of this prison. You can die in peace and know that even if I don't deliver you from it, I'm still him. Now, some of you are probably sitting here in the third session of this particular gathering, and you're wondering, why in the world are you saying this? I'm trying to get you to understand what's happening to you, what's happening in you, and what's happening around you. I want to say it again. I want you to understand what's happening to you, what's happening in you, and what's happening around you. Because there are two natural responses whenever the kingdom is revealed. Now, you don't know how prophetic this is, but I'm preaching to you ahead of time.
Come on now.
There are two responses when the kingdom is revealed: pursuit or resistance. Whenever the kingdom is revealed, there is pursuit or resistance. I need to just kind of throw this in here for you so that you understand why God even has me saying this. Because right now, among you, the kingdom is advancing. And that's a good thing because you can lay hold of it. But don't you forget that not only when the kingdom is advancing, there will be opposition to that same thing. Those two things are happening at the same time. And why do you come to a revival? So that you won't be asleep when the devil shows up. Again, faith is humanity's response to God's self-revelation. In other words, when God reveals himself, faith is your response. When God reveals himself, faith is your response. If you responded to God, that's called faith. In the Gospels, faith is not mental assent, but an awakened participation in the kingdom's reality. Whenever Jesus reveals what is possible in God's reign, which is the kingdom, that is healing, forgiveness, deliverance, restoration, faith then is the awakened human response that says, if it's available, I'm going after it. Many people have faith, you know how to employ faith. So can I help you? I don't need you to talk to your neighbor. I hear you talk to yourself. Say, faith works.
Faith works.
When you work it.
When you work it.
Say, faith works.
Faith works.
When you work it.
When you work it.
I need to teach you how to employ faith, because there are two ways that people employ faith. There is passive faith and there is active faith. Passive faith is what most people who go to church actually have, and that's not a good thing, because passive faith believes in God's ability, but it remains inactive. Passive faith waits for the promise to arrive before it acts. This is the people who only praise God after they see it. Passive faith is a kind of faith that only prays in probability and never prays in impossibility, because you don't want to have a faith crisis. So what you do is you pray for things that you can accomplish yourself, and then when you do it, you give God the credit. That's passive faith.
All right now. All right
Passive
now.
faith. Most people who go to church have passive faith. Active faith is faith that moves when revelation comes. Can I keep going? If we're talking about faith, which is humanity's response to God's self-revelation, then this is how active faith works. Revelation produces awareness. Awareness demands a response, and response manifests as I'm going after it. So kingdom revelation never leaves the hearer neutral. To perceive the kingdom rightly is to be summoned into movement. In other words, if your faith is working right, the moment you hear it, that's moving instructions. Now, the moment you see it, the moment you hear it, the moment you hear it, those are the instructions to move. When this man of God stands on the platform and he begins to speak the word of God, it's not for you to wait and see until it happens. If a word comes forth and the word says there's about to be miracles in this house, people who are now looking for where's the next miracle? I'm coming, I'm praying for it, I'm believing for it. Where's it coming? I can't wait to get to change church today, because today might be a miracle. You sick? Come along with me. Let's get in that atmosphere, because God spoke it and my faith is active. We're about to see it.
Happy Sunday, everybody. It has been a very, very long day. I'm literally sitting here at 9:50 trying to see if I can complete this exam before midnight. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but I'm going to try. I done already sent my professor an extension request because, yeah, it's been an emotional day. We did go to church this morning. We got the word somewhere that was really good. This weekend, honestly, I just feel like we were very, very spiritually fed. I'm glad that I'm able to be a part of such an amazing community at Change Church. I definitely have had my resistance when it comes to religion and showing up with religion in a traditional way. I've always kind of felt like, ugh, about it. I didn't grow up in church. I did grow up with God in my life, but I did not grow up in church. So I've just never really been a super religious person. I guess you could say I lean more spiritual than religious. But man, when I tell you, like, the different speakers that Pastor Daniels had come through and preach to us, like, one thing I really love about going to Change Church is that when he gives you the word, yes, he is literally speaking to you out of the Bible. He's going to tell you what the Bible says, but then he's also going to put it in a real world perspective that makes it a little bit more relatable, that makes it a little bit more understandable. And I really love that he breaks it down that way. Overall, very good weekend. After church, we did get some bad news. I've been congregating with friends since church, just kind of sitting and I guess dealing with the sadness of the news that we got this morning. So yeah, completely unexpected, but I did enjoy seeing some of my friends that I went to college with and just kind of catching up with them about how life has been, what's been going on, all of that. I hate that it had to be over certain circumstances, but overall, I definitely enjoyed catching up with my girls. But I will say that definitely sent my day on a path that I did not think it was gonna go on. So it's been an emotional weekend. It's been an emotional day, good and bad. But overall, one thing I cannot forget is how blessed we are and how God continues to show up in our life in different ways. And how grateful I am. I definitely want to practice being more grateful and practice being more appreciative. It can be very easy to go down a rabbit hole of all the mess, all the drama, all the negativity. But yeah, I'm choosing not to do that. It amazes me at how even in grief, people can gather together and still laugh with each other and still try to be positive about, all of it. Loss is never easy, especially when it's somebody close to you. My heart is heavy for some of my friends and, just yeah, I just pray that everybody can grieve and can keep their heads up and try to think about the positive and not dwell too much in the negative. But yeah, I wanted to come on here and close out my weekend vlog because I realized that I had not touched my camera at all today. I've been very disconnected today just because like my day did not go the way that I thought it was gonna go. Yeah, babe went skating, so I'm here with the doggos by myself, being a student and all. So I'm thinking I may be able to get this exam done tonight. It's for a certification that's being offered through the class. So I asked for an extension, but I may not even need it. I'm trying to push through. I really don't want to be behind on schoolwork because once you're behind, it feels like you're forever playing catch up. And I don't want to do that. I will say I feel like I totally mismanaged my time this week. So next week, I need to be on it. I'm already halfway done with my third class. I really cannot believe that I'm 3 classes in already. I'm registered for my 4th class and I'm registered for the fall semester too now, which is insane. I'm like, I just started and the program is only 10 classes. So the fact that I'm kind of like flying through it like this is kind of crazy to me. I'm happy about it. I'm not gonna lie. I was really apprehensive about starting back school because the commitment, I don't know. Like, I was in my mind, I was like, can I really just put the time into this for the next year and a half? And when I thought about it, I was like, girl, if you could do 4 years of college, if you could do 12 years of regular schooling, I think you got a year and a half that you can give. It's just a little bit different when, you working and you have more on your plate than you did before. But I know that anything I set my mind to is something that God brought to my mind to be able to do. So if He gave me that thought, if He gave me that ability, I can do it. I can do it. Something I got out of this weekend, which is really great. I'm a little bit jealous though because I didn't get to go to Revival on Friday night because I had to do my paper that I waited last minute to do. And guess who was the speaker? Bishop T.D. Jakes. I've been hearing really good things about it. So I hate that I didn't get to see it in person, but I'm definitely going to be catching the playback on YouTube because I want to see it. Honestly, I might just go and watch Saturday again because when I tell you they was preaching, okay? They was preaching on Saturday. And you know how it is when you're in the moment. You catch what you catch, but sometimes when you can go back and look at it again, it's like, wait, I didn't pick up on that last time. You did say that. Like, it hit different. Sometimes you have to go back and see stuff a second time. Overall, a really great weekend. I got to spend it with people that I love. I got to do things that I'm blessed to be able to do. And yes, it came with a little bit of grief, a little bit of tears, but I know that everything will be all right. I have faith that everything will be all right. Even though I don't have the proof. I don't have the proof, but I have the faith that everything will be all right. Yeah, so I just wanted to come tap in with y'all really quick on this Sunday and close out the vlog. I really appreciate y'all staying around, kicking it with me for a couple of days. And we will catch up next week. See you in the next one.